All right, people have been begging for an Elder Scrolls MMO for years, and now it's finally here. I'm here with Matt from the Elder Scrolls team. Matt, big news last night, first of all.
Yep.
Coming to the consoles.
Yep. The consoles, this new generation is, they're so powerful, they're well above the min spec of our PC version. So
Yep.
It just makes a lot of sense that we just offer the same experience to two new audiences. It's a fantastic opportunity for us.
Now, you know, MMOs on consoles have been a bit of a minefield so far. How are you guys approaching it? I mean, I'm sure you're not just kind of porting it from the PC to these platforms, right? Tell us about it.
No, well, fortunately, since the two new platforms are essentially powerful PCs, it really helps that process.
Yeah.
So it's the same game experience across all four, but obviously on the PC you'll have mouse and keyboard, and you'll have a PC experience, and on console you'll have a controller experience. But we're approaching it much as Bethesda did for Skyrim, so where there were two different versions, PC and console, slightly different, but generally the same experience.
Now, are you going to be able to sort of play in the same pool, everyone, or is it going to be separated by platform?
No, yeah, we're definitely going to separate. PC players are going to play with PC players, and then PS1 players with them, and of course PS4, Xbox One, and PS4 with PS4 players. We're doing that, and Mac players are going to be with the PC players, mostly because in PvP there's mouse and keyboard, and we want to make sure that everyone's kind of on a level playing field there.
Now, one thing that I saw recently at the pre-E3 tour where we saw it was you guys talking much more about sort of the first-person experience, right?
Yep. Yeah, we're really bringing that Elder Scrolls experience to online. So we really wanted to make sure that we were doing the full-on Elder Scrolls experience, which includes the iconic first-person. So you see your hands. But since it's an online game and there's stuff going on all around you, we also support third-person. So we fully expect people to kind of figure out how they want to play and just go for it.
You guys have really ramped up the first person. I know that's something you're showing here at the show as well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have hands-on here at the show. We're very excited about it because MMOs, especially of all games, they're really hard to talk about. Yeah. You'd really have to sit down and play it, and so that's what we're concentrating on now.
You guys announced this game, I think it was probably about, what, a year ago? A little bit more than a year ago?
Exactly a year ago.
Exactly a year ago, that's right. How has the development changed? Because MMOs are always evolving, and I mean, there's fans that obviously have a lot of opinions, and you have some people, I think, sort of privately playing it now and whatnot. Tell us about how has the game changed in the year?
Well, we've been in beta for 2 months now on PC, so but really we have a tremendous advantage over kind of the other MMOs in that we're an Elder Scrolls game. So we have kind of a base that we're making the game from, and that base goes across all experiences, console, PC. So as long as we're approaching it from that perspective, we add the online elements to it. So we're thinking much more as an online Elder Scrolls game than it is more a traditional MMO.
And Elder Scrolls is known for incredible fiction, incredible story, incredible quest. Tell us about, sort of, for people that may not be familiar with it, how does this fit into the Elder Scrolls lore? I mean, it's not a Skyrim MMO or anything like that, right? It's very different.
No, yeah, we're set about 1,000 years before Skyrim. So we're in an era of the lore where there's not so much written. It's kind of a time of chaos. There's no central there's no empire if you're a Skyrim fan. It's before the empire was founded. So we're in a time when player factions are forming and alliances, and you can actually fight other players and other alliances and kind of to control Cyrodiil, which is the central area, and the Imperial City, and crown a player emperor. So that's kind of our whole thing, is we're in this time of chaos. It also gives us the ability to give all the provinces that people know and love, they're still there 1,000 years before, but we get the whole continent, not just one province, and it's far enough in the past that we can tell our own stories, introduce our own heroes, but have enough callbacks to the future games which are coming, so people will be very familiar with it.
Now tell us how one of the great things about MMOs is that obviously they grow over time, there are new events that happen inside of them, there are expansions and whatnot. What is sort of your grand vision for sort of how this game will kind of evolve over time?
Well, the magic of online games in general is that they never stop. Like you just keep adding content over time, and we are fully committed to that. We're already working on post-launch content, to make sure that we have things that come as the game goes. We introduce new stories, new quests, new areas, and so that's what keeps it fresh, keeps it fun, keeps it moving.
Now, you're bringing it to consoles. I'm sure a lot of people are wondering about what the business model is. I didn't see last night. Did you guys talk about if it's free to play or if it's going to be?
Not announcing that yet.
Okay.
We're really concentrating on the console, PC, Mac. Every supporting all four platforms. That's really the focus of this year's E3.
Well, it's amazing. You guys are a big team to be able to pull off all these platforms at the same time. And the plan is to ship everything sort of around the same time, go live?
Yeah. It's spring 2014, and we're hard at work on it. It's a lot of fun though. It's we got a lot of work to do, but beta is going on. We're getting feedback from players right now as we speak, and we'll be growing beta over time. And so we'll get more and more. You'll be hearing lots more about that towards the fall.
Yeah, and you announced last night for PlayStation 4 there's going to be some kind of special content, or special beta access, I guess?
Yeah, that's for console. The console beta will be exclusively on PS4 for a certain amount of time, but that doesn't affect the PC or Mac beta at all.
Right.
That's been going on for months now.
All right, well, people are in there playing, having a lot of fun with it.
Lots of feedback. It's an MMO.
Absolutely. As you know, and it's an Elder Scrolls MMO, so people have lots of opinions on it. I know we're getting some social questions as well for people to find out what they have about it, so let's head on over there. I think, Amanda, we got some social questions for Matt?
Yes, we certainly do. Now, our first question comes from Brandon Borain, and they want to know, so are there dragons in Elder Scrolls Online? Because I really like slaying things.
As everyone knows that played Skyrim, spoiler alert if you didn't, dragons were kind of from the past and got thrown forward in time, and we are in the time when they are not there. We're in the time when they got thrown forward, so we do not have dragons, but we're introducing some really cool new beasts. We have... the main story of the game focuses around you fighting a big Daedric prince, and he has some minions which no one's seen before yet, which are big and awesome.
All right, good question.
Okay, thanks for the info. Okay, our next question comes from Gustav Chirps 7M. Wants to know, what more can you tell us of day-night cycles? How drastic will the changes be? Dark nights for the win.
We do have a day-night cycle. It's a real-time game, so you can't sleep through it like you can in other Elder Scrolls games. But you can see, but it's darker, and some different things happen at night than happen during the day. So, but yeah, you can play fully night or day. So we had to make sure they were fully playable both ways.
Fantastic. All right, well, thank you very much, Matt.
My pleasure.
Congratulations on the announcement about consoles.
Thank
we will see much more of the game over on the show floor.